Hey, so today I'm quite happy, but actually I've just realised this is the first time I've not I'm filming a non-makeup related video, but I'm not wearing makeup. So this is actually my first face. And yeah, I've actually got like a few spots coming, so it's not the best day. I'm a bit sweaty, but we're gonna prevail because I'm quite happy because guess who came first? My Dutch baby Max actually came first, and the cool thing was that there was 13,000 Dutch fans there. They had their own grandstand, they had their own campsite, they had their own everything, and it was a very special moment for Max because so the race was at Austria, and it's at the Austria Grand Prix in Spielberg, but it's actually called the Rebel Ring because the boss of Rebel, can't say his name, sorry love, but he owns the track, and been called the Rebel Ring since 2014. It's the first time since being renamed the Rebel Ring that Rebel actually won. So it's quite a good thing. So I'm going to talk through, I'm going to just quickly tell you who came where and the DFNs or the did not finishers. And then I will tell you what happened in free practice qualifying and then the main race. And then I'll just tell you my thoughts on the race and a little bit of what went on. So let's go. So I've got the traffic, but it's quite hot in my room. It's like the hottest in the house. And also, sorry if you hear screams downstairs because I'm sure the football's on and they're screaming about Russia, Spain penalties, whatever's going on. But here we are. So start off with who came where. So it was Max, Kimi. We'll go with last names because I've got last names for half. I've got first names for 3 and my last names for the rest. So let's just go last names. Okay, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Vettel, Grosjean, Magnussen, Ocon, Perez, Alonso, Leclerc, Ericsson, Gasly, Sainz, Shaw, Sorokin, Van Dorn, Hamilton, Hartley, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Hulkenberg did not finish. So let me say that again. DFNs were Stoff Van Dorn, Lewis Hamilton, Brendan Hartley, Daniel Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, and Nico Hulkenberg. Okay, so it's a bit confusing because basically, Stoff Van Dorn finished 69 laps or so, and that means that he technically finished the race. So he technically is 15th position, even though he didn't go over checkered flag. So he did not finish the race, but he is still 15th. Bit confusing. I didn't actually get it myself, but yeah. So if you see anything like Millie, he finished 15th. No, he was a DFN because he did not finish. He didn't go over checkered flag. Okay, so let's start off with free practice. So this is free practice. So we had engine issues for Max Verstappen, but that didn't end up meaning anything. But it did mean something for Charles Leclerc, who also had engine issues. So they had to change his gear. So we had to change his gearbox because he had a gearbox leak or something like that. I'm sorry. But so we had to change his gearbox, which means he had a 5-place grid penalty, and he ended up actually qualifying 13th, which meant he actually ended. So he started the race 18th. So moving over to qualifying. Sebastian Vettel impeded Carlos Sainz and got a 3-place grid penalty. So what it means by impeding means that he basically is Sebastian Vettel basically made Carlos Sainz's lap slower. That's what it means by impeding, and then both. So he had a 3-place grid penalty, and Sebastian Vettel had a 3-place grid penalty, and he qualified 3rd and ended up starting 6th. I cannot speak today. I'm really sorry. And then Brendan Hartley and Fernando Alonso ended up both having issues and ended up having to change things, which means they both had penalties. So Hartley ended up starting 19th, and Alonso ended up starting from the pits, which is not the best thing in the land. So let's begin with the start of the race. So the start of the race, Van Dorn, Ocon and Grosjean all had a hit, and Van Dorn had ended up having to go in the pits, and then there was debris on the track, and everyone's complaining about the debris, but then it was moved off the line, and they didn't really care about the debris. Bye debris. I actually have no notes about the thing, I've literally just watched it, and I kind of knew from the defense of what actually happened, mostly anyway. Okay, so, and then Bottas got Bottas didn't get the best start on the land, ended up getting back in there. What was on Bottas? Bottas from what he showed in the whole entire weekend was really good, and Bottas ended up being pole in qualifying and ended up starting first, which is quite good, but he didn't get the best start in the land, but he did come back and thingy. So it's pretty much going quite smooth sailing, nothing's kind of happening apart from the Van Dorn Ocon hit, and then all of a sudden Nico Hülkenberg slows down, and the steam coming out of his car, and he's trying to drive it off, and he drives it off into the escape road, and he stops, and then his car, his engine blows. And he basically quickly drives it to the place where there's loads of marshals with fire. The thing that the fires are. Fire exhaust? Fire. Anyway, so there's marshals that can blow out his fire for him. So he gets out the car, and luckily he is fine. So everything is going. There's a bit of change up top and everything. And Bottas is second, Verstappen's third, Hamilton's first. Everything's looking quite good for Mercedes. And then all of a sudden, Bottas just slows down, and he says losing power, and I was like, no, this is so depressing. I thought I'm kind of thinking about it, honestly. I'm so depressing, sorry. Sorry. And then he basically just he just stops the car and gets out, and then there's a safety car, and a lot of teams take advantage of the safety car apart from Mercedes. Now I'm quite confused about why Mercedes did not take advantage of the safety car. They didn't have another car to have to do a double pit stop like Red Bull and Ferrari did, but they just left Hamilton out there, which kind of caught which the pit stop strategist actually says, I'm sorry, you've lost first place, but you can get podium. I know you can, Lewis. It's my fault. I'm sorry. So the main strategist messed up, but there was a safety car, because obviously his car was on the way. They had to get it off and everything. And then Ricciardo was third. Everything was going smoothly. I'm sure for a second he was second. I'm sure, yeah. And then Max was first. Then Hamilton pitted. Max was first. Ricciardo was second. It was happy days for Red Bull. It's happy days for Ricciardo. We thought, yes, Ricciardo, this is such a good thing for Red Bull. And then he goes, and then he grits, and then you hear his voice, and he's gritting his teeth, and he goes, losing power. And just at that point, my heart I felt notification. It felt like Monaco all over again, and I felt crying. I was like, okay, we've literally but I was 2 laps to go, and now we have him. I'm so upset. I was crying, and yeah, he got the car So he got the car out. He got the car like the the drivers, and I got out of the car and my heart broke for him. It's his 29th birthday today, so happy birthday to him if he's watching, probably watching. And he didn't finish, and that was so depressing. Now I don't really know about this one, but Hartley didn't finish. Now, oh no, wait, I do know, yeah. Hartley had another issue as well. You know, I don't even know why Hartley didn't finish. I'm trying to wrap my brains. I remember seeing his car now. Going. Oh yeah. So Hartley kind of drove to some thingy, drove through some gravel, and then stopped the car. And I was like, And Hartley's another issue. So there was no crashes that were defense. It was all efficiency. It was all engine issues or like gearbox issues and stuff like that. I was quite upset. It was like one of those times when you're not like, oh, it's your fault. It's a bit just like, that is so depressing and upsetting. Like, I wanted to like, get on that plane to Austria and go give them all a little hug, or give them a little hug off in the Somerton. But yeah, sorry. And then it's all looking. I mean, it's not looking that good for Lewis Hamilton, to be honest. It's kind of like fourth. It's not looking the best. And then he goes power gone, and he pretty much goes stuff it, and he pretty much goes stuff it and parks in the same place as Bottas did. So we have to kind of get a safety car out there. He kind of goes stuff it, you know. I mean, it's like stuff it. You messed it up. I'm gonna now make a safety car for everybody. But yeah, so it wasn't the most positive. It wasn't quite a positive. And then Rendon, I don't really know what happened with Rendon, to be honest. I'm really, really sorry. But I've given you a very. And then Matt, but they had a lot of tyre blistering, a lot of tyre blistering. Like mum was like, Max isn't gonna win this. Max is gonna have to go in and get his tyres. I was like, shut up, love. Oh, shut up. Not being so negative. But no, Max won. So it's quite a positive race on that thing, and it was just the happiness, just the seeing the happiness of like Max and everybody, like Max and like Christian Horner was like really like uplifting and happy, and it was actually quite a good like Sunday, and like really, really happy for Max. And it kind of, and this is his third consecutive podium, which kind of pretty much put the haters to shame. Like, Max doesn't have to change his driving style. Max is good, Max is great. I love Max, all done Max. I'm so proud of him, and this is why I stan him. So if anybody was like, oh, why do you stan him? This is why. Because Max comes out and slays. Max comes out to play. So I'm so proud of him, and I'm really happy, and I'm excited for Silverstone. Look, sadly we're not going this year, because you know what, like we don't, it's expensive, but we're definitely going in like in the near, hopefully we're going to like a race in the near future, maybe even next year, but we're not going to Silverstone this year, but we're excited to see it on like TV, because it's going to be live again. So I'm really excited to like come home from like school and like catch it up as fast as possible, and like trying to feel like I'll be doing my homework to it as I always do. But I really, really hope you enjoyed this video, and we see you tomorrow for a haul, my first ever haul of my channel. Oh my gosh. So to that hater, Cameron, this is some different content, isn't it? Like, this is like the third Formula video. We've got a haul coming, we've got some good things coming. So I really, really, really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow for a haul, because I'm going to be shopping tomorrow. So anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.